For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to pull something from the game and make a placeable out of it. So this here is Giants, and I'm going to use it for a template. So if you want to, just go download it. Alright, it's downloaded now, so let's back out of there and go into my downloads, and here's that barn set we just downloaded. Let's extract it. Extract. Now I want to open this up right here, and Giants has got this set up a little different than the way I normally do it. That's okay, and we still do it. So the first thing we want to do is go into mod desk and change this to your name. And just, you're probably not going to send this to Giants. This is probably going to be something for your own personal use, so we're just going to delete all that other stuff. Sometimes you'll get a warning for not having the German in there, but it'll be okay. So we're going to change this to my mod, and remember, it's now 76. So we're going to go right here to here. We're going to delete that out of there, and we're just going to put in my mod. We'll come back to that, and I will add that back in there if I have to have it. Now we're going to leave the icon alone. We're going to leave this alone. We're going to delete this, and we're going to delete this. The only reason why I'm leaving this alone is so we have something here already to work with. Actually, you can just delete it out, but leave that XML part in there. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it like this, because this is all you got to have. Now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so we got the mod desk. This is, I say mod desk, but it's the mod description. So we have this the way we want it. Now, this is pointed to this, so let's just change this to my mod. Underscore. Well, actually, just my mod. Now save, and we're going to go back into where we was just at and change this to what we just made that. So my mod. My mod. Oops, sorry. Save. This, delete. So now we have the start of our mod. What we're going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it. The reason I'm going to copy it is I want it to stay there, so if I need to restart over again, it's already done. Yeah, we got our map project, it'll be okay. So we're going to paste that in here, and then change the name of it to my mod. My mod, or your whatever you want to call it. Alright, so now we got to find something we want from a map that we want to pull. So maps, I don't want placeables. Let's see here, back. So map, we're going to do this one, We're going to go in here. We're going to do this. Alright, just so this is fast and easy, we're going to make a gasoline station. I'm going to take this. Alright, now that's highlighted. And we know it's highlighted. But before you do anything else, zero it all out. Now, control. Oops, my bad. That ain't what I wanted to do. So control C, control V. Alright, so now that should be dead zero no matter what. If that looks about like the center of the map. I still want this to be zero. So zero. Alright, so file, export selection with files. Now remember we started our mod. You're going to put this here. And fuel station. Make sure it's i3D. Save. Yes. Yes. Alright, we're done. Close out of here. No, because you just had the base game open. Now back to here. Back to my mod. I can see now this is going to be confusing. I got to do something real quick. Just put the map up there out the way. On my mod. Alright, so now we have what we want pulled in here. Notice there's no texture files because it's going to pull everything from the base game. So now this needs an XML. This is where it sort of kind of gets a little, I'm going to say, tricky. Sometimes it's easier to do things a different way, but I wanted to show you how to do it this way, or at least wise I hope to try to help you do it this way. But I'm going to go to data, placeables. This is pretty much going to be what I call an easy placeable, so I'm going to go to easy sheds. I'm going to go to easy shed 3, and the reason I'm going to 3 is because I know the area underneath of it is pretty decent, which I know that doesn't really, just give me a minute and I'll show you what I mean. You know what? I got an easier way to do things. So copy this, bring this into your mod, then paste, take this out, copy, paste, delete. Alright, so we're going to put this in here and rename this fuel station, and this is how we're going to do it. I did this so I have an XML already made up instead of spending an hour trying to figure out how to tell you all how to do it. So we're going to open this up. Once you get it opened up, right down here where it says visuals, delete, delete, delete. Now that you have that there, we're going to import fuel station, and we're going to put it underneath there like so. So now when you click on this, we'll go ahead and change this to fuel station 2. Fuel station. There, now we got our fuel station. Now while we're in here, I don't want this to say Matthews, so I'm gonna delete that off of there, and then this one's on the other side, delete that off of there. We do not have an ATM no more. Somewhere on here I think it says ATM inside. Maybe I'm wrong. Right there, I knew it did. So we don't want that one, because we don't have an ATM inside. No, I think that's it. Yes, we want cameras. And yes, we want people to feel welcomed. Alright. So now, we have that in there. Now, you could just take this and it'll work. Seriously, you could take this and just leave it the way it is. Go in there, flop it down, it would work. Only difference is it wouldn't have a fuel trigger in here. But if we're going to do it right, we might as well do it right. So let me... Now you see this? This right here is... so if you place this down on the ground, this is how it clears the area where this goes. So in other words, you would want to move this to probably right in here somewhere. Actually, I went the wrong way. I lied. Leave that 0. Don't mess with that one. Go down here to this one. You'll probably want this to sort of be right in here somewhere. I know this is not going to be perfect, but I'm just trying to show you what to do. And then this one, I probably could have just left it alone and got away with it, but we're going to try to adjust it up here a little bit better. And let's go ahead and move this back here a little bit to make sure we get this in there too. Do the same thing over here. Looks like it's probably going to be good enough. And this one, we're going to move it to about right yonder. So now when you place this down, this area we just done off, it'll clear it. Like if there's grass, there shouldn't be anything there. So now that we have these numbers already here, the easiest thing to do is to take these. I'm just going to kind of round them up here to make them a little easier to deal with. This should be 0, I think. Okay, so 12. And this one will be 25. That one's 17. So now that you have all that, it's easiest to just copy and paste this. So copy at minus, oops, wrong thing to copy here. So minus 12, copy. Come down here, minus 12, minus 12. And maybe we should have left that alone. Let's go ahead and, since that was the way it was, put it back. Oops, wrong spot. See how easy it is to mess up? Paste. So that was minus 12. Let's do this one is minus 12. Copy. Paste. And then 12 and 12. And that's way off. Alright, so 25, copy. 17. So we got 25, 25, 17. 25 and is 17. Now, I think that'd be all I'd do to that one. Tip collision. We'll do the same thing here. 20. Paste. Nope. I need -12 right there. And then paste. No, -12. Oh, no, that ain't right. What the hell? Back. So we're gonna leave that there, and then we'll do this one. 17. 25. 20. Yeah, let's just do 17 and be done with it. Save. Alright, right here where you see the tip collision, let me make sure it ain't in the XML here. So tip collision. Well, I don't see that in here, so we can just delete that out there. Collisions. Let's see what we got for collisions. Alright, so technically I don't guess you need this either. You can adjust this a little bit, but usually if you adjust these, they always need to stay at a value 1. So if you adjust them, they're not a value 1. So in other words, if you adjust it, it'll either make it bigger or way smaller. It'll never be what you adjusted at. So I'm just going to delete that out of there. This should have collisions already on it, and we shouldn't need it. Alright, so we can save this. We know we named it fuel station, so I'm going to copy that, Control C. I'm going to come back over here into my... So now this is... I'm going to go ahead and change... I'm going to go ahead and change this to fuel station. So paste. And all I'm going to do is change this F to a capital F. And then we'll go back in. Alright, so it ain't gonna let me change it yet. No big deal. Let's back in here. We're gonna delete this. Just delete that out of there. Now come back into here. Go up here to File, and then we're gonna save it as paste. Remember we copied the fuel station from up right here, and then save. I want to do this one more time. So we're going to save as. Make sure you're in your mod that you're making. But you can see I'm already in there, but make sure you're in there. Alright, so right now we're done with this. So I'm going to save it one more time, and back out. So what we done is we can now delete this. Just delete that out there. Now this, back in here, I'm sorry. This, change the name, paste to fuel station. Alright, so now you've got pretty much your mod going here. You got this done, you got it named right. So now you got to come in here. Now remember I said you got to delete all this out of here. So we're going to delete that out of there. So right now this is a simple placeable. Now I'm wanna let's just go ahead and name a fuel station. Paste capital right here. We need this to be that, and delete all that. Save. So now I'm just changing the name to get everything the way it's supposed to be. I didn't know what we were going to build at first, so I didn't know what to call it. This was just, when I got in there, that's the first thing I thought of, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so now we need that XML over here, right here. So we're going to go over here. We're going to copy this word, which I don't guess I had to do that. I could have just went right here and done Control V. Okay, so now, other than right here, this will probably give us a warning here in a minute. Paste. Yeah, so this will probably give us a warning here in a minute, but what I want to do is I want to open up the game and see if it's even in there right now, just to make sure I'm on the right track and if I have any warnings or not. So right now it should so when we open it in game, it's going to show this. It's going to show this. That's just what it's going to do. I'm going to show you how to fix that in a minute, by the way. So we're going to close that back down. Now let's open the game and see if it even shows up in game. Okay, did you see that red that was up there? As soon as this is done loading, we'll go check it out and see what it says. I think I already know what it's going to say because I don't have a store picture. I'm going to show you all how to do that here just in a minute. I just want to see what's alright. So I'm trying to see here if it loaded in here. Don't see it down here, which it shouldn't have. It should be up here. Alright, what's that? Oh, look, another one of their maps that's got a warning. Alright, so yeah, that's for the XML. Okay, so I can live with that. I knew we was going to have a problem with that. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. Construction, and that was a simple placeable, but I remember that being in, yeah, sheds. I didn't change the picture, so that's why. So there's your fuel plate station. I can't remember what we own here, but oh, we don't own anything because it started on New Farmer. We'll fix that. Not too shabby. Looks like I did pretty good there, doesn't it? That side could be moved a little bit, but other than that, it looks pretty good. But yeah, so there, that works. That's cool. It works. Okay. So now we want it to make it work so it gives us fuel. We need to back out of here, so close. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and change the name of it, if it'll let me. Paste. Save. Alright, so now we got our fuel station. So we want it to give us fuel now. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Import. And Data, Placeables, Lizard. It might not be in here. Filling station. Yeah, okay, it's not in here. So go to Maps, and you can pick any one, but I always use the US one. I messed up again. So Placeables, US map, gas station, and then we're going to import this in here. Right. So as you can see, this is not centered, which means if we push here and here, this is probably not centered. Damn, actually it is. Alright, it don't really matter, but usually when you put these in here, it'll center itself. And for some reason this didn't, and that's fine. But what we need is this, and we're just going to take this and bring it up here, push in on your middle mouse button to do what I just done. So now the gas station part is in here. But I want to try to move it over and center it up a little bit. So I don't know, let's do 4. Look pretty good. Now that this is in here, and we're going to have to leave this trigger in here, so we can adjust this to make it smaller. So in other words, you could come here and push 0.575, then you could come up here and push 0.75. Now see, we just made it a tad bit smaller to where you have to pretty much be in underneath the awning to get your fuel. You don't have to worry about this one. That's your up and down. Just leave that alone. These ones are the ones that makes it big and small. I'm gonna leave that like it is because it looks good. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Alright, so now that we've done that, we need to add this trigger to our placeable. Now remember, we went to Data, Placeables, Maps, gas station. Okay, so right here where it says buying station, we need you to copy this and I got confused here. I need to shut all this down because I changed the name. Right, so copy that, and then we're going to go back into our fuel station, and I need it to put that right here. Paste. We'll go back, and let's see. This doesn't really say anything else, so we're going to leave that alone. Just leave it as a buying station, because if it is not a buying station, you won't be able to buy fuel. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. Function. Actually, I might need to change that. Hang on a minute. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I gotta figure it out myself too. So let's see here. What's in here that is silo. I'm just going to leave this alone because I think it'll work. So save. Now we got to have our trigger. So here's your buying station. So we're just going to copy that whole thing, and we're going to bring it down here, and let's put it right here. Paste. Okay, so price, fuel. Now we need the buying station node. Now you see it's 0. That is not what it is no more. This wait a minute, something ain't jiving here. Placeable. Let's go look at something real fast. Oh, well, that is 0. Okay. So since that's 0 in here, in ours, it's 8. So Control C over here, paste. Now if you want this thing to fuel fast, right here's where you do that. I'm going to change it to, let's say 50. And if you want it to be free, you can make that 0. Or if you want it to be expensive, we'll make it 5. You can come back in here and adjust this as needed. Alright, so right here, instead of easy sheds now, we're just going to name it lizard. And we're going to have to make us a one of these in a minute, but I want to see if this is going to work now. So save. Let's make the price 50,000 instead of 35. Wait a minute, that's 500,000. We don't need that much. There's 50,000. So save. And we're going to save this. Close. Alright, close this down. Let's see if it'll give us fuel. No, I'm gonna give me some money here. Now you see where he changed it to lizard. It says lizard down there now. Okay, add trigger callback failed. Object gas station not physical trigger. Okay, alright, I got you. So let's go back out of here. Remember, that thing said not physical trigger. Okay, so we gotta go back in here, Now it said physical trigger, so now we just gonna copy, and down here where we done that 8 a minute ago, we gonna do this, paste and paste. This should fix it. We'll soon find out. So back, down. My daughter just woke up, so I'm trying to hurry up here so I can get her some lunch. Oh, repeat. Now let's see if it'll let us get some fuel out of it. I didn't see the warning that time, did you? Alright, so I know these are pretty fast, so... I haven't played on this map. Look at that. We're playing on a Giants map and it's giving us errors. Ain't that something? Oops, that ain't where I wanted to go, I don't believe. Yep, that is not where I wanted to go, so I guess I'll come down here and do it a long way. What the hell? Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, so we have successfully, as you can see up there at the top, it says refuel. Look, I just bought fuel. So we have successfully made us a gas station. So now that I've made this is probably what'll be in my maps from now on. I'll do a little bit of other things to it here to make it a little better, but if I make a new map, this will probably be in there. But there you go. I've had several people ask me how to make a placeable, and other than Giants error right there and the other error that we've got for the other XML part, there's your how to do it. Like I said, this is the first one I've done in a long time, so that's why it took me a minute to figure things out. But hopefully now you can make your own. Till next time, I hope this helped you. Thank you. Later.